She never imagined that one evening could change everything. The night was quiet, almost too quiet, as if the world was holding its breath. Her heart was already racing, though she hadn't even seen him yet. A knock at the door shattered the silence, sending a thrill straight through her body. Who could it be at this hour? Her mind screamed caution, but her body betrayed her curiosity. When she opened the door, she froze. It was him, her son's best friend. But he wasn't the boy she had known for years. He had grown into someone impossibly magnetic, someone dangerous, someone she shouldn't desire. Her pulse spiked, a cocktail of fear, excitement, and a forbidden longing that she hadn't felt in years. "Why are you here?" she whispered, barely able to keep her voice steady. His eyes smoldered with something she couldn't name. Promise, temptation, maybe even guilt. "I had to see you," he said, moving closer, every step deliberate, pulling her into attention. She could neither resist nor escape. For years, she had lived a quiet, lonely life, starved for attention, for desire, for passion, and suddenly, everything she had tried to suppress came rushing back. Put yourself in her shoes. Imagine the thrill, the fear, the dangerous pull of someone forbidden. Every instinct screamed no. Every hidden desire screamed yes. And just like that, the night had begun. A night that would change her life forever. She never expected tonight to feel like this. A knock at the door echoed softly through the quiet house. Her heart raced before her mind could even catch up. It was him, her son's best friend. But he wasn't the boy she once knew. He had grown into something dangerously magnetic. She froze, unable to look away. "Why are you here?" she whispered, voice trembling. He stepped closer, each movement deliberate, drawing her attention like a magnet. His eyes locked onto hers, dark and smoldering, full of unspoken promises. "I had to see you," he said, low, deliberate, sending shivers down her spine. Every rule she had lived by for years began to crumble. Put yourself in her shoes. Imagine that forbidden pull, a tension she could neither resist nor understand. A wave of longing and desire hit her, hot and consuming. It started innocently, a wave, a shared laugh when her son wasn't around, but she noticed the way his gaze lingered. The brush of his hand on hers left sparks. Years of solitude, longing, and unfulfilled desire rushed back like a tidal wave. And now he was here, standing in her living room, radiating temptation. "Why now?" she asked, barely audible. He smiled, slow, deliberate, a smile that promised secrets, forbidden things. "Because I can't wait anymore," he said. Her pulse raced. She wanted to turn away, to do the right thing, but the pull was irresistible. She let him in. Every word, every look, seared her skin. She tried to convince herself it was harmless, but she knew the truth. She was alive again. The first touch was electric, tentative at first, then bold. Sparks flew through her body, every nerve alive. Her mind screamed no. Her body whispered, yes. The first kiss ignited a fire she hadn't felt in years, forbidden fire, thrilling, consuming. His lips were soft yet demanding, leaving her breathless. You won't believe what happens next. Days passed. Each encounter, a dangerous dance on the edge of discovery. Every stolen glance, every subtle touch deepened the tension. She noticed the smallest things, the way he watched her cook, the way he lingered at the doorway, the accidental brush of his hand, sending shivers down her spine. It was a slow burn, suspense building with every heartbeat. She told herself she was strong, but every day, she failed. Late at night, when her son was asleep, he would come over. They would sit on the couch, inches apart, talking about nothing and everything. Her hand would brush his. He would look at her with that knowing, smoldering gaze. She would shiver, pretending not to notice. She knew it was wrong, yet she couldn't help the thrill. The ache for something forbidden. One evening he leaned closer. Do you ever think about what could happen if we didn't hold back? Her breath caught. She wanted to tell him to stop, to leave. But the words died in her throat. A storm of emotion roared inside her. Guilt, desire, fear, excitement, all tangled together. The nights became a rhythm of secrecy, passion, obsession. Every stolen moment left her breathless, alive. She started noticing how her body responded to him, the warmth of his hand on her back, the brush of his lips near hers, the tension in the air when they were alone. Every thought of him lingered long after he left, haunting her, tempting her. And then came the night she realized it had gone too far to stop. He pressed her against the wall, chest to chest. "I've waited too long for you," he whispered. Her knees went weak. Desire and dread collided. Could she surrender to this? Their first night together was a mix of hesitation and hunger, restraint and abandon. Every touch was electric, every kiss a confession of their years of longing. She felt alive in ways she hadn't for years. Every nerve in her body ignited, every emotion heightened. She thought of her son and felt a pang of guilt, but it was buried under the rush of passion she couldn't resist. Put yourself in her shoes. Do you fight it, or give in to the fire you've been starving for years? The next morning he was gone. A note left on the counter. "I can't stop thinking about you. I'll be back tonight." Her heart raced. What were they doing? Love, lust, or something darker? Days blurred together, each encounter more intoxicating, more desperate. She felt herself losing control, yet she couldn't stop. Foreshadowing had been there all along, the lingering touches, the stolen glances. She had ignored it. Now, she couldn't deny the reality. She was falling in love with someone forbidden. The guilt hit her like a tidal wave. She was in love, but with her son's best friend. The betrayal of trust, the thrill, the shame, they all collided in her chest, but he made her feel alive. Seen, desired, cherished, and that feeling was too intoxicating to resist. One night, tangled together, he whispered, "I've waited too long to let you go." Her stomach twisted with desire and fear. Could she truly surrender to this love, knowing the consequences? The emotional payoff hit her like a storm. They had found something neither expected: connection, desire, passion, acceptance. She realized she had been starving, not just for touch, but for someone who truly saw her. And then, the twist, the revelation. He had known all along the effect he had on her. Every encounter, every brush of skin, every look, all orchestrated. Guilt and pleasure intertwined. She was in love, with someone forbidden. Even when her son walked in one day unexpectedly, she felt fear. But the shock? He saw, and he understood. Not anger, just silent acknowledgement, every stolen glance, whispered word, forbidden kiss. It all led to this. Her starvation of years ended in his arms, alive, desired, cherished. The fire wasn't over, it was theirs, untamed, undeniable, forbidden. Every secret meeting, every dangerous look. They had found something real. She had been alone for so long. But now, she was hers again. In the arms of the one she should never want. She discovered herself. Every stolen glance, every whispered word, every forbidden kiss, all led her to this moment. And when she looked into his eyes, she knew they would never stop. The passion, the desire, the forbidden love, it was theirs, forever.